Well, hello everyone, we are back and it is episode 23, if I'm counting correctly. I'm pretty bad at counting, so maybe it's not 23, but I think it's 23, I'm pretty sure it's 23. And behind me is my base, and I've been putting a bunch of trees around it, and I really like it. So let's take a look at what we've done over in between the episodes. So what I did, I put that tree right there. That one looks a little funny, but it's just kind of this angle's a little weird on that tree. This one here is pretty cool, and then we've got a nice big yellow one there and a pink one behind it there. So I started kind of doing this little level right here, and I think I really like it. I think I could probably overdo these trees quite a bit, and maybe I've reached that point, but I'm pretty happy with the way it looks so far. So in today's episode, what I'm hoping to do is I'm hoping to do some more trees, and I'm hoping to do a little bit more greenery around. Maybe I'll tackle this area right in here, and I'm kind of tired of looking at it. It's dirty, it's ugly, and we need to change that. If everything goes to plan, what I might do is I've got a little bit of a villager issue that I need to take care of. And the villager issue, actually I've got two separate villager issues that can be solved with the same problem. The first villager issue is that I have too many villagers in this thing over here. So if you're watching my previous episodes, you might know that I let this thing go, and also some zombies attacked it, and it's kind of a mess in here. So in here we have like a bazillion villagers, and they're just stuck in here. Look at this. It's crazy. It's pretty, well, it's not that crazy, but it's pretty crazy, I think. And especially like in the waterways, there's just too many crammed in here. And then also like this whole line of villagers just got destroyed by a little zombie got in here somehow, or attacked them through the wall. I don't know what happened, but anyway. So what I was thinking about doing was taking this right here and then having it all, like instead of killing the villagers when I'm done, having them go through this portal right here. And this portal will then link up through the nether to our desert over there. And in that desert, I hear a zombie. Zombies and villagers just don't mix. I don't know where this guy is, man. He better not be in here. I don't know. Anyway, in the desert I have another portal, and I was gonna actually drop the villagers off into that desert and hope they survive, because that desert kind of lost its villagers because they weren't breeding very fast, and they got destroyed by a zombie also. So anyway, that's kind of the plan with those. I don't know if I'm going to get to that in that episode, but that's kind of some of the most pressing things that I'm thinking about getting done. All right, so before we do any of that kind of stuff, I want to do some hyperspace. I think that my rendering or my replay software is working again. Seems to be having a little bit of a problem in this area for some reason. I don't know if it's the glass or the sorter. I'm not sure what it is, but it's having some issues. So we're going to go ahead, though, and we're going to, we're just going to do some hyperspace. I'm going to build a bunch of trees. I might build a few more up there. I'm probably going to do one larger one on the top, and then might come down here and do some. That thing needs to be replaced, and maybe do some down here, maybe do some right where I'm standing. So yeah, we're just going to do a few trees and kind of until I get tired of doing it or I run out of wool or both, and we'll see how this thing ends up looking. So let's do some hyperspace. Okay, all right. Well, we've got all of these trees done. Well, not all of them, but we sure have a lot of them done. Look at all this. Look at them. I really like this. It's so cool to like run around down here. I know that maybe in the hyperspace it was like, okay, they look pretty cool, but like when you're actually running down underneath them, it looks amazing. I'm really, really happy with the way they look. So one thing that I'd like to change is maybe on a few of these, I would do the maybe a different color for the bark here. Instead of doing these planks, maybe do like actual wood. Or maybe when 1.13 comes out, I'll do those blocks where they have like the wood all for, you know, whatever, the bark blocks. That's what they're called. Or maybe on some of these, I'll do like maybe a white stem or like a birch wood stem or something like that. But those things are going to be for the future. Maybe I'll do that off camera or something, show you what I've done. Anyways, that's cool. So I'm just going to kind of take a quick tour. So I did these right here. Those look good. Stupid cows. All right. And then I did those up there. They're a little tricky to get to, but I think I can get to them. I need to work on the pathway up here. And then that one up there, I call that the lone puff tree. Where I live, pretty close to where I live, there's this tree called the lone cypress. And that's the lone puff tree. Okay, then that one over there. I'm really happy about the way that one turned out. Is that a zombie on my puff tree? I'm about to lose it. About to lose my mind right now. If that's a zombie, that is a zombie. How dare he? How dare he? We'll have to fix that later. All right, these up here look good. I think these were all from last episode. The ones on the top, let's go ahead and check those out. So like I said, the next thing that I'm probably going to do as I'm wandering around is I'm going to go ahead and work on moving some villagers around, getting my villagers sort of trading hall thing back together, and also moving them to the desert village, the deserted village. We're going to move them there. So very shortly. All right, let's check these out up on the top here. Very cool. All right, I really like this. And maybe we'll have a little fly down here. Check these out. Yeah. Yeah, this looks good. The only thing I don't like is this one here, like really blocks a lot of my nice view that I had down there of kind of the lake. But other than that, I really like it. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out what we're going to do down in the deserted village. I need to kind of look at a couple things. Actually, I know what I need to do. First of all, we need to do some lighting up, and I'm also going to want to put in some iron golems, because last time what happened, if you remember in the previous episode, basically I tried to start a village over there with a couple of villagers to get them breeding, and that didn't go very well. Most of the villagers died, and I did end up spawning a couple of iron golems, but they died because there like wasn't enough of them to combat the zombies. So I've done some lighting up, you guys probably remember that, and I need to continue lighting over there and also build some iron golems. So I'm hoping that I can find some end rods to light stuff up with, and it looks like we have, well, 8. So that's not enough. All right, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to sort of gather up some resources, get ready, and then I might meet you over there in the deserted village to do a little bit of lighting, and then we'll start working on getting some villagers over there. Well, I've gone ahead and I've set up the iron golems everywhere. I also set up another portal, and I've set up some more lighting on the top of each of these buildings. So if you notice, all of these have this. And I spent one night here kind of looking around to see where zombies were going to spawn. Zombies spawned somewhere back there, but that was the only place. I had a few spiders here and there, but that was it. Now I know that wherever spiders can spawn, zombies can spawn. So the spiders were kind of over in this area. And I'm hoping that this is enough. So there's iron golems all over the place in this town. And one of them decided to stand on a cactus. Super smart guy. What are you doing? What are you doing? All right. Well, maybe I can't have cacti around. But anyways, that should do it. So this portal, this is going to be the portal that our villagers are going to be pouring out of once we get this whole thing set up. I'm not sure if we're going to set the entire thing up in this episode because it is a bit of work. But we're going to get started on it anyway. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I'm going to go ahead and go back on over to the villager area, so where my thing is over in my base, and I'm going to start looking at how we're going to get these villagers to go through and into the nether and get started on their journey to the deserted city. Alright, so I've done a little bit of work down here. As you can see, I've converted this sort of lower area into a nether portal room. We've got the nether portal all set up. I've got some stuff in this chest. I need to get rid of this chest soon. But yeah, I also put in the minecarts into our villager distribution system thingy mabobber to kind of distribute our villagers here. So they're going, and I don't know how that guy got in there. Yeah. Anyway, so what we're going to do then is, the way this is going to work is, before what we were doing, just to catch you up, if you haven't been and seen any of the previous episodes, this thing right here would take us into basically a cactus killing area where the villagers were basically killed off, those that I didn't want as far as trades. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to send them into the nether, and then that will then take them over to our desert village. So the way that we're going to go ahead and do this is actually using activator rails. I know, activator rails, right? So crazy. An activator rail? Really, Hex? Yes, an activator rail. So I brought over some redstone blocks. Where'd they go? Hold on a minute. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we're going to turn you down. Okay, that's better. So I brought over some, hopefully we got some redstone blocks in here. There we go. All right, cool. I need 1 and 2 there. You know what? I'm just going to bring the whole mess of them. Like that. Do I need any of this other stuff? Button. I might need a button. We'll see how that works. Okay. So then the idea of this is that when the villagers hit this activator rail, what activator rails actually do, I know, an activator rail, like who uses those, right? I do, apparently now. When the villagers hit this activator rail, what an activator rail does, if a person or a villager's in it, is it actually dumps them out. And so then as the minecart is going in, it dumps them out. But what happens is the villager is actually close enough to the portal that the villager just goes right in the portal or something. Anyways, it totally works where if they hit an activator rail, they just go through the portal if the activator rail is right there. So I did a lot of testing on it. It worked every single time. Getting some of the other stuff to work that I'll tell you about here in a little bit took a while. But that mechanic actually works great. So yeah, so that's that. Let's go ahead and go into the nether and see what's going on in there. All right, we're here in the nether, and if I recall correctly, I actually did a tunnel all the way down to where we're able to go through and into our portal for the something. Yeah, that's not right. Anyways, I know I dug a tunnel to get to the desert village, or I need to dig a tunnel to get to the desert village. Either way. Oh, wait. No, it's right here. Wait. Okay, now I'm totally lost. Yeah, so apparently I need to dig a tunnel to get to the desert village. All right, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to put a little minecart thing around this so that when the minecart comes through and the villager comes through, that the minecart actually gets picked up by the minecart rail, and then the villager gets picked up into the minecart. It actually works pretty crazy. It works like really well. That's what I mean by crazy, is it works really good. And so yeah, so for some reason, like the portals, they don't allow you to take and put a villager and a minecart in. That won't go through the portal, but the minecart separate from the villager will go through. So if you do that, and then you send the villager round and round here, and we're just going to go like this, put a block here, then the minecart's actually going to pick that villager up into a minecart. And then you can do with them what you want. You can send them wherever you need to go, wherever they need to go. Okay, that's set up. And then I was going to put, tell you what, we're just going to do this, and we're going to put one of these there, like that, so that this is all powered, so that whenever the minecart comes through, it's just going to basically go back and forth around this little half circle right here. And then what you can do is, once you visit the nether, then you can come in here and you can activate one of these, and it's going to take you so that yeah, let me just show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so basically you're going to put like some rail right here going out from this thing like that, okay, and take it out to wherever it's going to go. And so then when I press like a button, let's put a button down just somewhere right here. When I press this button, what's going to happen is it's actually going to do that and switch this so that the minecart will then be able to go into the rail. And so then it's going to be going back and forth, picking up villagers, and then it sends it this way, and it's going to go, the minecart will go off on its merry way down to the other portal. The other portal will then be linked to the, what do you call it? The desert the deserted village. Wow, I super can talk into a microphone. I super can. I promise. Actually, I can't. I'm terrible at it. Yeah. Anyways, it'll go down there, and then you can do the same sort of a system down there, and then basically just deposit the villagers into the deserted village. What I'll probably do there is just set it up so that the minecart breaks and the villager goes through, and then that way the villagers are already free to roam about when they get there. Okay, but we have a couple things to do before we do that. Number one, we have to figure out where the heck that other portal is, or even if I even built it, and then we have to figure out how to get the rail to go there. Okay, well, it turns out that I actually didn't have a portal here, so I got this one built. This is brand new, and it's linked up to the one in the overworld in the deserted village, and that's pretty cool. Of course, I did make one minor mistake. It seems as though I have built my original portal and the minecart tracks backward, so I'm gonna go fix that. So I thought for some reason that it was off in that direction, so we gotta tear this out and rebuild this. Yada yada, but it won't be that big a deal. I think I've got everything up and running. The good news is it's up and running. The bad news is it's not running as well as I'd like it to. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I've done. So down here, I added a couple of things. I put some glass little tunnels around this because I was having trouble with the villagers sneaking out of here. So they would hit this activator rail, and about half of them were trying to run back into the village there. So I put this around there to kind of prevent that. And how are we getting... I have no idea. Anyway, why is there a baby villager there? Like, I have no clue. Okay, I also put a few doors back in here. I know it looks pretty ugly, but I don't think you can really see it. You might be able to see it from the outside, so I might have to adjust this. But I needed to bring my village over a little bit, which might be a problem for the breeding. I don't know, because basically when the villagers were hitting this, the activator rail, they were trying to run back into the center of the village, which was over there somewhere. So that was a problem. So I had to put a few doors over there. I might have to move them down so that they're on the same level with the doors I have to activate the villager breeder. Why are there baby villagers descending and spinning? They just come down from, and then they spin. I don't even know. I don't even know how they're breeding right now. I have no clue what's going on with that. Okay, anyway. So I've got a bunch of guys down here that I need to send into the system so I can show you the rest of it. There they go. Oh, and you missed it. Okay. So they all went through. I tried to catch it on camera, but basically they hit this and they just go right on through. All right, so I'm going to follow them and show you what's on the other side. Okay, one of the things that's happening is they're like slipping off the Minetrack cart rail somehow. So I don't know why that's happening exactly. I tried to put some blocks around this, but obviously I need to do some more. So come on, get on there. Anyways, it's like a pain to get them back on there because these guys are like hitting them off as I'm trying to push them on. So yeah, so that's the thing. All right, so then what we're gonna do is we're gonna press this button and it'll go down the tunnel. Before I do that, I'll just show you, I decorated this tunnel. I was just kind of inspired last night to decorate this tunnel. So yeah, I just kind of did a little, well, you can see what I did here. So we got some sandstone, we've got some nether brick, and I really like the way that the tunnel looks. I think it looks pretty cool. Actually really like this color combination. I'm going to use it again on something in the future. All right, but we're going to push the button. We're going to push this button, and they should start heading off that way. And then the other problem is not all of them are going through the portal. And I tried to deal with that in a way. I'll just show you. Okay, so they hit the portal, and then some of them are going... Oh, they all went through. Cool. Good. Okay. I added this guy right here, and he's Mr. Pushy Piggy. And Mr. Pushy Piggy is supposed to scare them in. Of course, for some reason, this cleric is not at all terrified by the pig. I don't know what the problem is. This guy, like, won't go in There he goes. Okay. It's like they get stuck there. So Pushy Piggy pushes them in, and then they all go through. That actually worked a lot better than it has in the past. So on the other side, you can't really see, but on the other side of this nether portal, right there where my cursor is, there's a cactus, and then the minecarts are hitting that cactus, breaking, and then hopefully the villagers that are in that are going through into the portal. I do have a little space back here, and I did that so that hopefully they would track back here, like if they were stuck, and then as soon as they hit the portal blocks, they would, of course, go on through. So let's go to the other side, and I'll show you what I've got going on there. And then it actually is working pretty well. Like if you want to transport a lot of villagers through the nether, this is a good way to do it. All right, so on the other side, we've got a few villagers. So one thing I had to do is I had to put some blocks in front of the portal here because one of my iron golems decided he would take a trip through the nether, and that didn't work out very well for him. So I had to take him out, unfortunately. He didn't really attack me, which I was kind of surprised about. All right, so on the other end here, I have no idea why some of these are like not breaking. Some of the minecarts are just not breaking, so they're just kind of settling here. I think they're running into this cactus right here and breaking. So they're supposed to come through broken and then go into these hoppers right here, and then fill up this chest right here. So this portal right here is obviously ugly as heck. I really don't like where it is either. But I think it's a necessary evil to start populating this village. And as you can see, I've sent quite a few guys through already, and we've got quite a few villagers in our village. So I'm really happy about that. Haven't lost too many, I don't think. There's some iron golems all around here, so hopefully if a zombie does spawn, that they'll take care of that, and then the guys are running in to the doors at night. But I did have quite a cluster of them in this. For some reason, they're really into this building. No, this is about a tenth of what was in here before. At nighttime, this place is hopping. Maybe I'll turn this into the nightclub or something. Obviously, I need to decorate the inside of this, but I think that this system is working really well. You know, the villagers are coming through. For the most part, the mine carts are breaking, and they're going where they're supposed to go. And everything seems to be working great. The only thing that I'm still not happy about is like how I'm going to get all these mine carts back to the... yeah. Back to my villager area. So we're going to have to work on that a little bit. Maybe just a shulker box kind of thing. Just for now. Like I said, this is temporary until I feel like I have enough villagers in here that I don't need to send them over anymore, and they're just kind of breeding on their own. I'm hoping that there's some farmers over here going to harvest these little crops. But I haven't really seen evidence of that. Anyway, that's where we're at. So... by my estimation, we are probably out of time for this episode, so I'm going to finish it up here. Next time, we might mess with this a little bit more, but I'm kind of hoping to do some more decorating down in the base next episode, and then also maybe we'll tackle a couple of redstone projects, because I've got some doors that need doing, or maybe we'll find out a place to do the slime farm. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet what we're going to do next episode. I probably should decide that, but... I've just been kind of playing and having fun. So, well, guys, this has been Hex. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode of the World of Hex. And don't forget to leave a like if you like the video. And if you want to see more stuff like this, go ahead and click that subscribe button. But more importantly, I hope you're having a wonderful day, just like all these villagers are. And God bless.